Hey guys, it's Jake. And if you're wondering why the prices of homes are going up in your neighborhood, then you should probably be looking at the rents in your community. I want to go ahead and give you all the little rundown on why the homes are going crazy and everything's going best and final by Sunday night at 11 p.m. We all know what investors do. They purchase things and want a return on it. You can purchase stocks, you can purchase companies, you can purchase mutual funds, bonds, or you can purchase real estate. Well, usually real estate's fairly slow, fairly complicated, highly regulated, and although it's got a lot of good qualities, it's a lot easier just to throw $100 in Bitcoin and make $1 billion, wouldn't you think? So what ends up happening for investors is they realize, okay, I can make 4% in Bitcoin over here. I can make 6% over here. I can make 2% on mutual funds. I can make 0.5% on bonds. Well, what they end up doing, essentially, hold on one second, guys, gotta check my mail. After a while, if the rents in your community get high enough, then the numbers start making sense to investors, and they say, man, you know, I'm gonna get out of Bitcoin, get out of mutual funds, get out of stocks, and I'm gonna start buying some real estate. Once these investors start moving into your community, they start driving the supply way down and start driving the demand way up. Sorry guys, I had to go get my dog. She ran out of the fence. Say hello to all the real estate investors. So anyway, like I said, the supply goes way down, the demand goes way up, and the prices are going absolutely crazy. And like, for example, as an investor, once things start making sense, they start buying. Once they start buying, the supply gets lower, and once the supply gets lower, there's less houses to rent, so it starts driving the rent up. Eventually there'll be a happy medium that'll have to be made. And what, like I said, once it'll happen, like let's say you buy a $150,000 house and you're renting for $1,500. Eventually it's going to drive the rent up to $1,600 a month, or $1,700 a month, maybe even $1,800 a month in the next couple years. But what that'll do is drive the prices up higher. You know, that $150,000 house will now be $200,000, but there'll be a certain point when they can start putting their money back in Bitcoin or back in stocks and making more money, and it'll be a lot easier. So that's actually what's driving you guys. You guys should be looking at the rents. If you're wondering, is your community to go up, just go to Zillow and then change it over to houses for rent and start looking at the houses for rent. And if you start notice there's less of them on the market, or in some areas there's even none on the market, then you've got to realize that the prices of the homes in your area are probably not going to go anywhere, because when there's no houses on the market, when somebody moves, the landlord's probably just going to increase the price of the rent. And once you start getting to do things like that, it starts becoming attractive for investors. So pay attention to the rents in your area, and if you see the rents starting to go up or starting to be higher demand and less supply for the rents in your area, you can kind of expect that the real estate, the price per house, is going to start going up, because investors like myself, you know, we're going to notice it. We're going to notice that there's a little bit of money to be made, and we're going to start moving our investments from all this other ridiculous crap back into real estate. And now we're a competitor. So I know probably a lot of you guys hate me because I'm the type of guy that's dragging your real estate up, but at the end of the day, like, I love what I do. I love my tenants. I love my properties. Not only my properties, I love the community, and I live in the community, and I love providing my tenants with like high quality, affordable housing that is managed properly. It's just a passion of mine. I'm just, like I said, keep looking at those rent rolls, and maybe you want to get in it. There's not really much we can do about it, but keep looking at those rents, keep checking Zillow out, and if you see it keep going up, maybe you want to jump in the game, you know, or maybe you want to buy that property and then rent it out rather than live in it and get your little side income. Ain't nothing wrong with renting, baby. Ain't nothing wrong with renting. My name's Jake, coming from the Sun Belt, and if you have any questions, comments, drop them down below. I'll talk to you guys shortly. Thank you.